Okay, Operation Fix My PC is now in full effect. Alright, so real quick for those who might not know, is that I've been having PC issues over the last months, I guess. Really, it stemmed back to at least a good few months ago where it crashed once, but of course your PC crashes, you don't really think much of it, just else a crash, it happened, then it crashed again, and then again, and it seemed to be okay for a while, and it crashed again, and again, and again, and just over the last few weeks been crashing a lot. And I've been trying to figure out what's wrong with it. Now I narrowed it down to hardware issue. By the way, those error codes that you get, the blue screen of death error codes, they're like the most useful, unuseful things in the world, right? You know, because they don't really. It gives you like a code, and you look it up, and it's like, oh yeah, this could be an issue with your hardware, or it could be a driver issue, or it could be this, or it could, and it's like a long list of things. Like, come on, man. But anyway, managed to narrow it down to some kind of hardware issue. Initially, I thought it was the hard drive. It wasn't the hard drive. Then I thought it might be the RAM, so I tested the RAM, and it wasn't the RAM. It wasn't the processor. The only thing left really after testing a bunch of stuff is the motherboard, so I had to replace the motherboard. But in doing so, I ended up replacing quite a lot of stuff. But anyway, so yeah, when you got a new motherboard, this is the motherboard I got. This is the Crosshair VI Hero from Asus. Let me pull it over here, you might get a better shot of it there. So this is the motherboard I've got. And I went with this one because it is got like a whole bunch of USB 3 ports on it, like loads of like 8 USB 3 ports on it, which is pretty cool. But here's the thing, so yeah, I got a new motherboard, and when you get a new motherboard, you have to get a new processor in most cases because they're not always compatible. I mean, I could have got a motherboard that was compatible, but they just didn't seem to be very good out of the ones that were available. So I went with this one, which is a bit more of an upgrade to the one I previously had. But with the new motherboard comes some new things as well. So I had to get a new processor. So I got the Ryzen 7. I was deciding between the Ryzen 7 and the Threadripper. I decided to go with the Ryzen 7 because the Threadripper I think might be just a little bit too much for what I'm using it for. The extra money to spend on it, I don't think I'm going to be using it anytime soon. Maybe the next upgrade, I might look into the Threadripper or something equivalent like that. But for now, I went with the Ryzen 7, and this is the 3.6 to 4 gigahertz precision boost with 8 cores and 16 threads and 20 megabytes of cache. This is the Ryzen 7 1800X, so it's a pretty good processor, at least according to the specs. But also, the Ryzen 7 is not compatible with my RAM, so even though my RAM was fine, I had to get new RAM. So I went with the Corsair Vengeance DD4, 2 times 8 gigabytes of 16 in total, 3000 megahertz. So that's the new RAM that I've got. So yeah, these are my parts. Let me open these up. So that's a nice box. Let me put that here. So I won't take it out just yet because I'm not installing it right now. But let me just open this up so you can see it. That's the Crosshair VI Hero. That's a nice looking motherboard, isn't it? It's got some cool features on it, like lights and stuff like that, which I'm not overly concerned about, but you know, it's nice to have. Let me put it over here for now and open up the Ryzen. I'm not sure why they give such a big box because there's no fan that comes with this. But luckily enough for me, I can use my current fan with, even though the CPU doesn't work with the old motherboard, or the CPU rather doesn't work with the new motherboard, it does have options to use the AM3 fan, which is what I've got here right now. If you can see that there, that's an AM3 CPU fan. That does work on the new motherboard, as checked that, so I don't have to buy a new fan, which is cool, 'cause that's a pretty good fan. But yeah, give this big box, and it's literally, there's no fan inside. I don't know why they give such a big box when literally all you have is this bit. And now the Vengeance. I'm rising up with a vengeance. So it is an upgrade to what I currently had. Well, previously had, well, currently have, that's how you want to describe it. But yeah, this is the RAM sticks compared to the old RAM sticks here. Let me take this out actually. So yeah, these ones do look a bit nicer, these old ones. I like the design of that. That's a pretty cool design. But yeah, it is what it is. These are DDR3, these are DDR4. So yeah, that had to be replaced. But anyway, it doesn't matter how it looks, it matters what it does. That's the important bit. Okay, so what I need to do is remove pretty much everything and to replace the motherboard. So let me get my screws. My cable management, if you can see it, is pretty bad actually. It's not terrible. I've seen a lot worse, but it's not really good. So I need to, that's something to sort out once I put a new motherboard in. Try and manage these cables a little bit better. Okay, so this is the old motherboard I have. I'll take the Pro Strat in a little while, but this is it. This is the, what's it called? The AS Rock Fatality 1. Just Fatality rather. Well, I'm saying Fatality 1 because of the way they spell it. But Fatality, as far as I know, was among, if not the first, he was certainly one of the first that I knew about to do it really big in the esports world. But this is going back to like, oh boy, it was like late 90s, 2000s, I think, when I started hearing about him. It's a pretty good motherboard. I mean, it kind of crapped out at the end, which is a shame. But it was a pretty good motherboard. So it's difficult to say I'd recommend it because of what happened right now. But it was a good motherboard while it lasted. Okay, so I now have everything plugged in at the back. Switching the power on. And now, for the moments of truth. And it's on. So at least the cable's in the right place. That fan is spinning. The CPU fan is not spinning. That is a problem. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. New CPU install, please. Enter setup to configure your system. CPU fan speed. Error detected. Yeah, of course. Alright, so I've got some configuring to do. Alright, let's do that. So I got the CPU fan spinning. Got the case fan spinning there. I got the lower case fan spinning rather than the top one because the lower one is by the hard drive. I figure that's a better one to have spinning since I don't have a spare plug. And we got this on the screen right now. Getting devices ready, 50%. So far, so good. And it looks like we are in. Well, almost in. It looks all okay. But I'm aware of the fact that it looked all okay before and it hadn't been. I've replaced so much. I mean, it wasn't the RAM, but I had to replace the RAM anyway, so I got new RAM in there. It wasn't a hard drive, but I did actually get a new hard drive because when I thought it was a hard drive, I bought a new hard drive. So that's a new hard drive anyway. So it's a new hard drive, a new RAM, new processor because I had to get a new processor for the new motherboard, and a new motherboard. So I pretty much replaced everything. Well, I mean, the graphics card is still there. Well, that wasn't the issue. But yeah, pretty much everything has been replaced. Well, not almost everything. The power supply units wasn't replaced and my Blu-ray player wasn't replaced. That's the Blu-ray player that was the back of the Blu-ray player. That wasn't replaced. But yeah, pretty much everything has been replaced. Well, the case wasn't replaced and the fan cases weren't replaced and the CPU fan wasn't replaced. But pretty much everything has been replaced. It does look pretty cool. I do like the lights on this. I don't know if you can see it too well with the camera, but it does look pretty cool. Alright, so PC build or rebuild is done. Still working so far. But before I end this video, let me show you guys something real quick that I noticed as I was putting stuff away. And I know not many people are going to care about these sorts of things, but I do. I like this sort of stuff. So this is some of the stuff that you just get with the motherboard, with the Crosshair 6. But this is what I think is pretty cool. You get one of these, which is not, they're not the only ones to do it, but I always like it when you get stickers with like motherboards or processors. You did get one with a processor as well. Yeah, and there's a Ryzen one that came with a processor. But I always like when you get little things like this. It's really cool. But not only did you get this, which is just cool on its own, but you also get this, which is a whole sheet of stickers. And I do like stickers, so anytime you get stickers, it's a cool thing for me. I'm not sure where I'm going to stick some of these yet, though. It might be a while before I put them somewhere. But I just like that you get, anytime you get stickers. So notes to any companies out there, whatever you sell, electronics or whatever, if you supply stickers with what you sell, it's going to make me happy. And the more stickers you supply, or badges as well. I like badges too. Stickers and badges are really cool. It's got a credit card one there. It's got just regular stuff here, and I'm not sure what that's supposed to be, a passport, I guess, passport kind of design. But anyway, do not disturb, that might go in my door, or at least in a toilet or something. Anyway, but yeah, that's it. That's what comes, some of this cool stuff that comes with it. But yeah, it's all installed. It is all working right now. Hopefully, God willing, it stays that way. But yeah, we are done for now. So guys, if you like this video, give it a like and share it amongst your friends. If you did not like it, then give it a dislike and share it amongst your enemies. You can check out some more videos over here, comedy channel over there, subscribe and follow me around the web over there, all links in the description. But that is all for now, so thank you for watching, and until whenever, if ever,